Woo! We finally made it in here.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome to my Unsolicited Opinion podcast. And tonight we have myself, Ty, and then we have NAllen over here. Tonight we do not have Joy. She will not be on tonight. Actually, she's preparing herself to basically make some money moves in the morning. And so sis says she need a little bit of time to get that together. So I know she's going to get to the bag, but I know she says she'll be listening. Might even be in the comments. So shout out to the mortgage boss.
Shout out.
Doing your thing, doing your thing. But before we get started tonight, tonight's topic is going to be, high value fan versus high value man, and just some things we've kind of seen since the internet blew up last week or so over.
Yes. Yes. So the internet blew up. Let's see what's going on, guys. We have all kind of technical difficulties tonight. We'll see if we can keep this thing going until we can get Ty back in here. So there she is.
Oh, Joy popped up.
Yeah, she's not in here though.
Oh, maybe she didn't. But
But
my bad, y'all. I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in here. But thank you
yes.
all for showing up, coming in, supporting us. Like I said, the tonight's topic we talking about high value fan versus high value man, and just everything that's been going on since the internet blew up over a specific topic about
Yes.
race and who is allowed to talk about the things that go on within our community, and then we kind of want to just kind of hit on what is this manosphere. A lot of people have been saying that they are not in it or they are no longer in it. They've taken themselves out of it. So what is it? What is it that everyone is talking about? But before we get into that, and Alan, how was your week? How was your day? What's been going on?
Y'all, I have had a day. I have had a past few weeks,
I
months.
can understand.
And I'm going to tell y'all, when I'm done with all this, I'm going to share it with you guys. This is a very, very
Oh,
interesting story. It's very interesting. But, today I saw a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel.
that's
So we're going to
good.
press onward and upward, okay?
Onward
We're
and
going up
upward.
higher, higher.
Go.
I'm so excited about this topic tonight, though. This is going to be interesting because this manosphere, it's like, there's two sides, right? There's two types. Maybe there's the black side and then there's the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, like with the things that have taken place this past week or two in the black side of the manosphere, is that something that could have even happened on the other side? I'm just curious. I'm
That's a good
curious to know.
question. That's a good question. And I'll tell you what, I'm not well versed in the other side, and I can't even really say that I'm well versed in the black manosphere itself. I think I got introduced to it maybe a year and some change ago through oh, girl, that's the topic. But just through some people talking in Facebook about Kevin Samuels and talking about just like other content creators in the space, and there was a lot of like pushback. So I was like, I'm curious. I'm trying to see what is the topic, what's going on, because I'm like, I've never heard of this before. And then once I got on YouTube and I started looking at videos, I was like,
Mm,
really?
yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like really what's going on here? But let's talk about what's happened like the last a week or so in this space, and what's kind of like blown I don't want to say it's blown up the black manosphere, but it's really taken it has it by a chokehold right
Definitely.
now, right? And it's about a content creator by the name of Just Pearly Things, and she did an interview and we kind of touched on it last week a little bit. She did an interview with the known, white supremacist, and it was a comment about slavery, and about just race altogether, Africans versus African Americans, and so on and so forth. And so that those questions, that comment, and how she reacted to it really had a lot of people in the space torn. Like it's either you are for or you are or not. And and y'all probably already know where I stand just from last week. But that has like really taken its a hold or a foothold for now anyway. It has a lot of content creators like really drawing a distinct line in the sand on where they fall. But I've seen like not just the content creators, okay, that's just one thing, but I've seen like the supporters of these creators really go in, and
Yes.
especially with that it was a one man who came in, and I think he was probably the one that really like blew the whistle or pull back the, I don't want to say the white sheet, but pull back pull back the top on this conversation. And he did a couple of streams where he addressed a few content creators, and he allowed some of these fans to come on and kind of give their opinion and where they stand. And we have a little short clip video about one man who got on that stream, and I was just thinking to myself like, yeah, you know what? This is probably how I categorize a lot of the people in this space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
so I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna play it for y'all,
Let's just hear it. Let's just hear it.
and y'all let us know what you think about what this man said, and how he describes the Black manosphere. Is this the type of leadership that Black women are supposed to be following? So let me cue this up real quick.
And while you're doing that, Ty, we're gonna see who's in the chat
What we
at
got?
the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. You guys hit the like button on your way in. We got W is for Wombo. He says he gives us the side eye.
He gives us the
Like,
looking eyes.
girls, what y'all up to tonight, girls? High value man versus high value fan. What is this all about? I'm curious to know. We got the Real Bravado Network. We got TJ from the Real Bravado Network here tonight. Thank you for stopping by, TJ. He says, ladies, what y'all doing over here with this one? I think this stream is going to be fire.
I
Is
hope
that
so.
fire or is it going to be lit? Let's see. We always got a little something up our sleeves. And also, you had a good stream the other night too. This thing is really blowing up, and we want to go ahead and add our 2 cents in because somehow we get drugged into it anyway. But
Some
thank you
reason.
guys for coming in to check out our stream tonight. Let's go, Tyler.
All
See what
right,
we
all
got.
right. So here's a video, guys. Take a listen and let us know what you think.
Ty. Oh, I don't hear anything. I don't even hear you. We got to get our sound. But yeah, guys, so this is going to be a good one. We're going to just let's listen to the commentary from the young man over there on the other channel. It's going to be really interesting because it's funny when you hear different people's perspectives on just the same particular topic and how different they could be. It's been very divisive, I'll say, and where the line is drawn, and the people that are standing on either side of the line, it's all been very, very, very interesting to me. And while we're pulling up this, guys, if you know anything about this whole manosphere, let us know in the chat. If you're a part of the manosphere, then put a one in the chat. If you're not, then put a two. If you don't know what the manosphere is, you're not a part of it, put a two. If you're like, oh yeah, I'm ride or die, I'm deep in it, I'm all for it, give us a one if you're there. Give us a one. If not, guys, just continue to listen to our commentary, see what we think about this because, all of our opinions matter. And if not, we're going to give them to you anyway because this is the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. And hopefully our girl can get a sound going because I still don't hear you, Ty. But yes, so let us know what you guys think. We want y'all to get active in this chat here. Get active. Come on in here. Come on in, guys. Come on in. You got it? Well, I still don't hear you. I still don't hear you, Ty. Can you hear me?
You know what? Because I was on mute. But here we go.
Okay,
Here we
okay,
go. Here we go.
okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
How old? Hell yeah. How old are you? That don't matter.
Yes,
that really
it,
don't
yeah,
matter.
yes, actually it does. Actually, it does matter.
You know what it is,
actually,
Jason.
actually,
You
it does
poisoning us,
matter,
Jason.
sir.
Black men are mobilizing towards one goal, Jason, and you throwing a wrench in there. I think a person
So,
like you would
we're
love to see
what's the
black
goal?
motherfuckers move
What's the
in
goal?
that
What's
direction.
the goal that you think? What's the goal that you think black
To get
men are
our
after?
women on code. Our women out here fucked up, Jason.
And
They
you
talking about
think
freaking
that
their
talking
motherfucking
to a
heads.
you
30
think
years old,
talking to
Jason.
a racist white woman is how you get black women on code?
Hey, if that listen, in the civil rights we had freedom riders. What was they, Jason? White than the motherfucker, right? In the civil rights, we kept white people around, right? Because they get in doors that we can't. Jason, come on, man. You
No,
know
sir.
this,
That
brother.
they open white doors. What does a white woman have to offer black women?
Okay, why did Martin Luther King
Sir,
people around?
what
then,
does
Jason?
a white
Why
woman
did
have to
Frederick
offer
Douglass-
black
Why did
women?
Frederick Douglass? Why did Frederick
Sir,
Douglass?
we're not going
talk
to
to
argue.
Abraham
Sir,
Lincoln,
we're not
Jason?
going to argue. What does a racist white woman have to offer black women to get them on code?
Well, when Pearlie had made that flip up, now I'll admit she was wrong. She had a silly moment. When she made the flip up, she immediately showed accountability.
No,
and
she didn't,
apologized.
sir.
And the
She
way
didn't do.
apologized,
No, she
wasn't
didn't. It
trying
was
to
a
pull
week.
on our
Sir, it was
heartstrings
a week. It
and-
was a
and
week
be
later
proud
after the
and-
internet blew up. It was a week later after the internet blew up. She did not immediately anything. Are you on drugs? She didn't immediately do anything.
Brother, a week, a day, she immediately responded to it. She took the video down and
That's
she
not
said she was
immediate. A
sorry.
week is not immediate. A week and 1,000
Okay,
videos
if I
later
was
is not
dealing with a
immediate.
black chick, the black chicks that I deal with ain't taking no accountability. They'll never say if they were sorry. They'll say, and deal with it, nigga.
Yeah, but you know why? Because they would be
These
because
black
they
people
would be
learn from her.
honest. Because they would be honest. So you're saying you'd rather have a lying white supremacist than an honest black woman. You're kind of twisted.
How you know she lying? How you know she lying? You don't know that.
Because if she were telling the
As a
truth,
matter of fact, she's genuine as hell. Otherwise, she wouldn't have the likes of NTR and all these other front runners on the man still fucking with us. If she was lying, Jason, these people know her. You don't.
are they? Is he messing with her now?
You just want to cause
Is he
division
still,
because
sir? Is
you
he
don't
still?
like the
Is he
front runners
still?
on the manosphere.
Is he
That's some
still
girl
dealing with
shit,
her?
Jason.
Is he
That's
still
some
dealing?
female
Is
shit,
he
Jason.
still dealing with her, sir? Is he still dealing with her now?
No, because he's been pressured with motherfuckers like you. Tell him that he should.
Oh,
That
okay.
time that thing he put up talking about he not accountable. I looked in his eyes. He didn't want to do that shit. He did that shit for y'all.
Okay, sir. Do you have a woman?
That's what I mean. Y'all causing division is something that's gaining momentum.
Sir,
Is you jealous?
sir, do you have a woman?
It don't matter.
Yes,
what
it
I got. We're
does.
talking about this
Yes, it does,
manosphere
sir.
right
Do
now.
you have a
We're not
woman?
talking about
Sir,
me.
yes, it does. Do you have a woman?
Yeah, we're not talking about me. No, I don't have no woman. You know why? Because I ain't fucking with these bitches out here. These bitches don't want nothing.
Why
And
do
what the hell do that
really?
matter? What you gonna gun me? Cause I ain't got no woman? You gonna gun me? Cause I ain't making six figures? Yeah, I respect you. You got the shit. You got your money. You got your status up. The rest of all y'all trying to get it out the mud. We ain't living your life, Jason. And you love that goddamn motherfucker gotta bow down to your status and your money. It ain't about that. It's about getting these bitches on code, man. And you know they off code.
Brothers and sisters from around the world, this is the Black Manosphere. Right
Yeah,
here.
this is the black man stuff. Passion. Pulling you up on your bullshit.
This is them right there. As I said, awkward, weird, prepubescent, immature, temperamental, and completely undesired by women everywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. That you're not talking to no nigga.
Either
You're
that.
talking to a black man that's tired of seeing his woman wayward.
Yeah.
As a motherfucker.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo. And so I had to clip it up a little bit because it got a little too long, and I didn't want to belabor the point. But I think you guys kind of get a gist of really, this conversation. But here's my question though, like just off the break, what is being on code? What is this code
Look.
that black women are supposed to be on? Because apparently we are off code and we are wayward. So I'm just trying to figure out what he meant by being on code.
Well, let's see what they're saying in the chat. We have the mortgage boss, our
Hey.
podcast mate over there. She's still listening. She said, "Hey, y'all, I'm still listening. Y'all really finna deny this hypocrite, huh? Y'all know who he is. That's the seven baby mama, seven kid dad guy. I think it's him, mortgage boss. I think it's him.
It does sound like him, but the dude said he was from. I want to say he said he's from Chicago or whatever,
He
and
ain't on code. He lying. Is that what on code is? I don't know. Tiffany say, he is turned, sweetheart.
Okay,
He is
all the way
turned.
up.
He was all in his feelings. He was feeling his feelings. He was sounding like, they say a lot of these chicks be sounding. Was he on code
He was
with that tone he
emotional,
was using about some woman that he doesn't even know? Oh,
very much
oh,
so
oh.
emotional.
The mortgage boss, she says, we off code, especially in Allen, because she don't listen. She doesn't listen. He was talking about me.
He was talking about you. He
He
said
was
you were
talking about
weird.
me. He was talking about me. I'm wayward. I'm lost sheep
Wayward.
out here. Yeah.
But what is this code? Because
I don't
I
know.
think about these talking points within the manosphere space, and it's always I seen a video maybe a couple of days ago, and I felt like this man was like just really like going like listing out these talking points, and it was women, black women want men who make over $100,000 a year or something like that, or make more than what they make, and that's a problem because apparently they the average black man doesn't make more than I don't know if they don't make more than what black women make or whatever, but I know that's not the truth. And then some other things like we've hit a wall, or we use our degree, we weaponize our degrees against them, and just all of these like things, and I'm just like, these are negatives. Like, if you're gonna weaponize things, yes, it's a negative, but like, why is that like so off code for a whole space to be created? Um, I don't know. Are black women the enemy in this space?
It's giving enemy vibes, but it's like, why though? Because even they have their have different sections of this whole manosphere place
Hmm. Hmm.
where they're not choosing black women. They're going abroad. They're going all kinds of places. They outside of us. So and they have the freedom to do so. So I don't understand where the energy lies. In that situation.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
don't know either. Because I guess I've never been opposed to anyone traveling and finding love. I guess my opposition would come from like you go abroad and you find, I guess, the love of your life, and but then you justify doing that by putting down black women, and I'm just confused by that because I'm just like, just love who you love. Like,
you.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Yeah.
who else we got in the chat
Okay.
here?
We got our David Carmina here. He says, "Hi, ladies. We lost Ty again." He says he gives us a single red rose each. Hey, David. This is David from the David Carmina Show. He says hi to us tonight. Mortgage Boss is in the chat. Joy, she's in the chat. She still needs her rose. She still is a part of the podcast. Hopefully, we'll get Ty back in just a second. The Mortgage Boss says again, my homegirl says they feel we are competition. That is so interesting. How are we their competition? All we're doing is, you know, doing the best we can with what we got. That's all we doing. I mean, that's all I'm doing. And the women that I see, we don't complain about you guys, making other choices because you have that option. Everybody is grown, everybody's free, as far as I can tell. We don't belong to anybody. We're not like my African Americans or anything like that I'm aware of anymore. So I'm just saying.
So I mean, is this the leadership? Like the way this man, he was like so emotional,
Yes.
about not only the situation that happened that blew up the internet, right? Blew up YouTube, the black manosphere side, manosphere side of YouTube. But like, is this like the leadership? Like, he was emotional about that, and he was also just emotional about black women. And I think, I think his name is Jason Black. I think he made a
Hmm.
good point. He was like, "What is it that black women are supposed to get from this woman,
What
right?
can
Like, what
she?
what is she supposed to teach someone like us? I mean, did you? I don't know if you ever watched like her content or anything like that, but if you did, like, did you get something? Did you learn something?
The few pieces of content that I've seen, which is like the clips or the shorts, and not even the whole part of them, just to be honest, it didn't. She even said herself that this was entertainment.
Right. Right.
So I don't know how we were going to learn how to get on code from someone who isn't even trying to educate us. And this is just for me personally, and I'm not going to speak for you, Ty, but if we don't listen to black men,
Right.
what
That's
in
the
the
narrative.
world would make them think that we would listen to some? I'll be 30, I'll be 40 this year on my birthday. Just,
Mm-hmm.
transparency here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have lived a life. I've lived several lives at this point. That's the part. That's the bad part about these old chicks,
The old
because
hoes.
we have lived the life we've lived. So I know BS when I hear it, when I see it. So some 20-something-year-old girl who I was way ahead of at that age, just to be
Mm-hmm.
honest,
Mm-hmm.
she can't tell me nothing.
No, I agree with you. And I only seen, a few clips here and there just like you. And it was, and I seen where she said this was like entertainment purposes only, but I'm just like, why? Okay, if this is supposed to be for entertainment purposes only, one, why are people so like up in arms, have this like this line drawn in the sand. I'm gonna say why they're so up in arms because I know why they're so up in arms, right?
Hmm.
Somebody says something. Somebody outside of this community says something that was very, very similar to some talking points of a certain group of individuals within this country, and that's the kind of stuff that they spew.
Hmm.
Right, so I know why we should all be like up in arms, right? So let me not say like I don't know why, but I don't understand why we're going against each other for something to me that seems so overt, like so like her like to if you ask me, you ask Ty, yes, those comments were very racist, downplaying slavery, making it seem like it's not, like it wasn't as bad as it was, especially if you have no like no really educated like context in that, when you don't live a.
Did we lose Ty again? Ty, we're gonna need you to get your camera together, girl, tonight. Um, my my issue is too, like, why is the first comment always, the jealousy as well? But while we get until Ty comes back, let's see who's in the chat. David, thank you. That's
Meaning,
your rose.
hey,
That
I
is.
am sorry, I don't know what is going on.
He has given Mortgage Boss her rose. The Mortgage Boss. Joy is also known as the Mortgage Boss. I'm sorry, guys. I keep calling the Mortgage Boss over here. But you guys check out her channel anyway. That is her channel where she talks about real estate, mortgages, all the housing information, which I really am going to need some of her advice for myself real soon. So I might have to pay for her services. Hook your girl up. Um,
Okay.
Ty, if you want to go ahead and just jump back in and finish your point, or you want to
Oh, girl,
keep
I'm
going in
struggle
the
streaming.
chat?
I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on with this. I spent a lot of money on this iMac. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm confused why
Who?
this iMac ain't
Yes,
doing, ain't giving what's supposed to be gave right now. Somebody
right.
don't. Somebody really don't want me to
It's the
get
it's
my
the
thoughts out.
YouTube up in the sky. They hating. Let's holler out Doug. Shout out Doug while he's here. Doug MPA. He says smash that like button. Y'all know what it is.
Damn.
And subscribe to the channel. Let's get these ladies to 1,000 subs ASAP after this. Okay? And that's the
Okay.
least you can do for us, guys.
Okay. You
Hit that
gotta
like button. Welcome, Doug, to the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. And welcome everyone else that's in the chat. We are struggle streaming tonight. Okay? We're
streaming,
missing our
struggle
girl Joy, but y'all can
streaming.
see she's in the chat. She's still joining in. She got some real business to take care of. And you guys, show us some love while she in the chat, showing us some love on the podcast. All right,
Yes,
Ty.
yes, 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 yes. So here's the thing. So this man that came on and gave his opinion, is he the representation of the black manosphere? Is this the type of man we're supposed to be following? He said it. He asked him, "You got a girl? You got a woman? You got a wife?" And he said, he said first it don't matter. Then he's like, "No, I ain't got no." No, I ain't got one. And no, I don't make six figures. And no, I ain't got your education and all of those other things. But what I do know is these black women are wayward and they off code and we got to get them back code. So I'm thinking like, is the code is the code like supposed to be like, you know what? I want a man that, is like that, is emotional and is invested in
The
that
internet.
the internet one, but like I'm talking about invested in just like consuming the internet, consuming YouTube, and it's okay with the comments that this girl made. Like I don't know if I wouldn't be able to sleep at night next to somebody like that, let alone like try to start a life with, give up the goods and have kids and I just wouldn't be able to because I feel like y'all know. First stream I told y'all you got to love black people like Jesus loved the church messing around with me. Like you got to be like Brother Malcolm over
Right on.
okay? You
Right.
you you gotta be like you gotta have that type of like love, good and bad, or you gotta accept the good with the bad when it comes to black people for me. Cause I know there's a lot of good and I know there's some bad as well. But is that the leadership we're supposed to be following? Is he the representation?
If y'all think it is, put a one in the chat. If he's right, he's the man. That's the manosphere. We're off code. Put a one in the chat. Put a two in the chat if you call BS. If you call it BS on all of that, everything that was said is not our fault all the time. We gonna go ahead and accept accountability. Whatever, whatever. Did you hear what he said? That part.
Yeah, he said that black women don't. What do you say? I
They
gotta.
they be like, whatever, okay, take it. What they don't apologize. They don't
We don't
accept
apologize.
accountability.
But
Accountability.
then Jason says, well, they're gonna give you the truth, right? But you rather not hear the truth from from someone else.
Mm, mm, mm.
So it's like, do you want to hear the truth or you don't want to hear the truth? Or maybe the way I'm giving you the truth is not the way that you can accept it or take it in. Is that what it is?
They don't want the truth, evidently.
I'm gonna pull the clip back up because I want y'all to
Yeah, because
I
we
want
had
y'all to
some
hear
new
this
people in
man.
the chat. They missed it the first time. Let's
Right.
we want y'all to dig into it. Let us know what y'all think, because clearly we off code. We don't know what's what. We need some leadership, and it's from some chick that's 20 years younger than us, not even living our life and walking in our shoes. But we don't listen to y'all, but we're gonna listen to her. She's gonna get us back on track.
That's right, girl. That's
How
that's
can this shit? It's like, oh my goodness, I'm getting upset. I just like, how can she tell? Okay.
Don't get
Anyway,
upset, sis. Don't get upset.
not yet. It's too early. It's too early.
All right, I'm gonna play this one more time for y'all. It's 3 minutes, so bear with it.
How old?
Hell yeah.
How old are you?
That don't matter.
Yes,
That really don't matter.
yes,
And
actually
my
it does.
occupation don't matter
Actually,
either.
it
I'm
does
letting you know
matter.
what it is,
Actually,
Jason. You
it does
poisoning us,
matter,
Jason.
sir.
Black men are mobilizing towards one goal, Jason, and you throwing a wrench in there. I think a person
So,
like you would
we're
love to see
what's the
black
goal?
motherfuckers move
What's the
in
goal?
that direction.
What's the goal that you think? What's the goal that you think black
To get
men are
our
after?
women on code. Our women out here fucked up, Jason.
And
They
you
talking about
think
freaking
that
their
talking to
motherfucking
a
heads.
you
30
think
years old,
talking to
Jason.
a racist white woman is how you get black women on code?
So I'm stopping it right there, sis, because that was a good question. That was a good question. That's why I'm asking. So you think that talking to this person is gonna get us, or by watching this person, watching the entertainment that she provides, is gonna get us on code? Because what I've seen from what she's provided is it's a lot of black people on her show, and there are a lot of women and there are a lot of men who are, I mean, it looks like they might be drunk or something like that, and they are like acting a fool. Like I see that, I'm like, why are they acting like this? Why are they talking like this? And it just seems like I'm so disconnected. And I know these, a lot of them are from the UK. And I know there's a cultural difference between, black people around the world. But it's just like, like you will watch this and then take whatever connotation, whatever feeling you get from that, and then you apply that to the women the black women that you see every day here in America. Or just even the black women you see around the world. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna keep going though.
Hey, if that listen, in the civil rights we had freedom riders. What was they, Jason? White in the motherfucker, right? In the civil rights, we kept white people around, right? Because they get in doors that we can't. Jason, come on, man. You
No,
know
sir.
this,
They open white doors. What does a white woman have to offer black women?
Okay, why did Martin Luther King
Sir,
keep them around?
what does a white woman have to offer black
Why did
women?
Frederick Douglass? Why did Frederick
Sir,
Douglass?
we're not going to
talk
argue.
Abraham
Sir,
Lincoln?
we're not going to argue. What does a racist white woman have to offer black women to get them on code?
Well, when Curly had made that flip up, now I'll admit she was wrong.
Sis, you think that was a slip up that she made?
I think he's immediately, quicker than she made her apology, he immediately started with excuses. He
Right.
immediately went into excusing it. We just want the same grace. That's all. A little bit.
But
Just
do
a
you
little
think
bit
that
of
was
that
a
grace.
slip up? Do you think that was like a
No,
slip?
when somebody said, look, watch me when I talk. If I pause like I did just now, I'm taking a moment to actually gather my thoughts. And if I want to say this, say whatever I'm about to say, however I'm about to say it. And whatever comes after that is thoughtful and deliberate. So that is not a slip up. When I did it just now, and it looked a whole lot familiar, it looked very similar to what we saw.
Right,
So
because
no, I don't think so.
I think she even prefaced it with like, "Oh, I'm probably gonna get a lot of trouble for this." Like it's almost like
And even the
I
guy
know
was
what I'm
like,
about to say.
"Oh wait, oh." He even was like, "Okay,
I'm gonna keep
okay."
going.
She had a silly moment. When she made a flip up, she immediately showed accountability.
No,
and
she didn't,
apologized.
sir.
And
She
what she
didn't do.
apologized,
No, she
wasn't
didn't. It
trying
was
to
a
pull
week,
on our
sir. It was
heartstrings
a week.
and-
It was a
and be
week later
crazy.
after the internet blew up. It was a week later after the internet blew up. She did not immediately anything. Are you on drugs? She didn't immediately do anything.
Brother, a week, a day, she immediately responded to it. She took the video down and
That's
she
not
said she was
immediate. A
sorry.
week is not immediate. A week and 1,000
Okay,
videos
if I
later
was
is not
dealing with a
immediate.
black chick, the black kids that I deal with ain't taking no accountability. They'll never say if they were sorry. They'll say, and deal with it, nigga.
Yeah, but you know why?
It's like, man up. We gotta man up. We
He
gotta
said,
take care of
"Eh."
ourselves. Joy can tell y'all from a previous stream. They told her to take a bullet.
"Oh, they sure did."
They told this girl to take a bullet.
They
Like, take it, deal with it, do your thing.
like you strong
So,
enough, you can take a bullet.
so surely he can take a few words. That's all it was. Just a few words. Like, okay, deal with it. Like, deal with it.
Now this is now I'm telling you, he is saying he is a part of the black manosphere, and I'm just like, whew. I'm gonna keep going.
Why? Because they would be honest. Because they would be honest. So you're saying you'd rather have a lying white supremacist than an honest black woman. You're kind of twisted.
How you know she lying? How you know she lying? You don't know that.
Because if she were telling the
As a
truth,
matter of fact, she's genuine as hell. Otherwise, she wouldn't have the likes of NTR and all these other front runners on the man still fucking with us. If she was lying, Jason, these people know her. You don't.
is he messing with her now?
You just want to cause
Is he
division
still,
because
sir?
you don't like the front runners on the manosphere.
Is he
That's some
still
girl
dealing with her?
shit, Jason.
Is he?
Sis. This is what gets me because this is what gets me. Like it's being excused. There's a lot of excuses being made that because this lady employed black people, then she is absolved from any type of race, I guess, being, considered to have any type of racist ideologies or anything like that. Like that is flabbergasting to me.
I'm on a whole nother page.
And so this space that this man represents, the manosphere, they will excuse that.
Yeah.
That's the excuse for like, nah, she's good, she's solid, all because she'll put black people on the show and make black women look. I ain't gonna say she makes them look anyway. She showcases some black people that I know you and I probably don't necessarily identify as. We've probably seen these things, but we don't necessarily like identify as. At least I don't know. I don't know. But I'll keep going.
Is he still dealing with her, sir? Is he still dealing with her now?
No, because he's been pressured with motherfuckers like you. Tell him that he should.
Oh, okay.
That thing he put up talking about he not accountable. I looked in his eyes. He didn't want to do that shit. He did that shit for y'all.
Okay, sir, do you have a woman?
That's what I mean. Y'all causing division is something that's gaining momentum.
Sir,
If you're jealous,
sir, do you have a woman?
it don't matter.
Yes,
what I
it
got. We're
does.
talking about this
Yes, it does,
right
sir.
now.
Do you have a
We're not
woman?
talking about
Sir,
me.
yes, it does. Do you have a woman?
Yeah, we're not talking about me. No, I don't have no woman. You know why? Because I ain't fucking with these bitches out here. These bitches don't want nothing.
Why
And
do you,
what the hell do that
really?
matter? What you gonna gun me? Because I ain't got no woman? You gonna gun me? Because I ain't making six figures? Yeah, I respect you. You got the shit. You got your money. You got your status up. The rest of all y'all trying to get it out the mud. We ain't living your life, Jason. And you love that goddamn motherfucker gotta bow down to your status and your money. It ain't about that. It's about getting these bitches on cold, man.
So what I take from this is, it's in the black manosphere. It's not about being it's not about how much money you make. It's not about whether or not you have a significant other or not. It's about getting women, black women specifically, on code. I'm still trying to figure out what this code is. And if you in the chat, let me know what the code is that we're supposed to be on. Cause y'all didn't like girl code. Y'all said, y'all don't need to be on girl code.
They don't like the sisterhood.
They don't like they don't like the sisterhood. You don't like the black code, right? You don't want us to be pro-black because you want us to embrace this lady here and all of her statements.
Young lady. This young lady.
This young lady, you're right, very young lady, very very young. So what is the code that we're supposed to be on? What's the program? Remember, we're supposed to get with the program.
What is it?
It's the
I've been
code.
asking it for years, and I know it on YouTube since I've been on here. What is the code? I know I haven't been listening, but I'm gonna listen tonight.
gonna listen
I'm
tonight?
waiting for someone to tell me what this is.
I'm gonna keep going.
And you know they off code.
Brothers and sisters from around the world, this is the black manosphere. Right
Yeah,
here.
this is the black man stuff. Passion. Pulling you up on your bullshit.
This is them right there. As I said, awkward, weird, prepubescent, immature, temperamental, and completely undesired by women everywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. That you're not talking to no nigga.
Either
You're
that.
talking to a black man that's tired of seeing his woman wayward.
Yeah.
As a motherfucker.
How old?
Hell yeah.
How old?
My bad. All right. So okay.
Wayward.
Wayward.
As a mother. Hey.
Oh, I was trying to pull whatever. I'll pull it on side. It don't matter. So here's my thing. Okay, so according to this man, he said black men is about passion, pulling you up for the bootstraps, getting it out the mud, and keeping black women on code
Yes.
because we wayward.
As a mother. We so wayward. It don't even make no sense. We are so wayward.
So I'm just trying to figure out what this code is that we're supposed to be on. And is this the definition of like black manosphere? Like, is that it? Because then Jason goes on to say, like, ladies and gentlemen, this is the black manosphere. And he gives all these adjectives. And he says that they don't get any women. And this is what it is. I don't know, sis. But let me tell you something. I don't necessarily agree with every content creator, and I don't necessarily agree with everything that's being like spewed out on the internet and YouTube. I always remember this commercial about I just remember it's a guy, and he's saying like, I know it's true because it's on the internet, right? And it could be like the most untrue statement, most false statement, but because it's on the internet, then it's true. And I think we always say like, the people around us in our everyday real lives don't necessarily subscribe or talk, or at least they don't overtly subscribe or talk about these kind of things. So it's just like, is it even important?
I don't know. Let's see what they're saying in the chat. Jess says the video is Pearl telling the colored girl. Jess, don't say colored. Oh, yeah. Always that slavery wasn't that bad and everything they taught us is not true. She even said that black people stole 90% of their culture. Girl, let me get off of this because that's right there. I can't do that tonight. Not tonight.
Just talk about it. She is raw and uncut, and she is
She
going to tell
is.
you.
Ty, you are gone again, buddy. Come on. W is for Wumbo says, as a former Black Manosphere member, I realized that they would. Come on. Doug MPA, he says, the Black Manosphere tells black men to stay away from women until you are 35. Get your education, get your money, and if you have kids, make sure you are married. And that to me, we all for that. But just so you know, we'll just get married in the 35. So when y'all talking about women and they in college that and you're not marrying them and y'all like use your good years, you don't waste your good years. Just remember, y'all said 35, which I like 35 too, though, to be honest, but I'm also 39. Just so you
Right.
know. I'm just
Hold on
saying.
now, but women shouldn't wait till they 35 because that's
They
the
should
role, right?
they wasting their years. The sexual marketplace is like, their value. It
Okay.
plummets,
So if
evidently.
I so if I grew up with, you know, let's just say it's a guy and we grew up together, we went to high school together, we went to college together, we're the same age, and I like him. I want to like pursue a relationship with him. One, I should not be pursuing a relationship with him because we're not 35 yet, or whatever have you. Two, he should not marry me because he's not 35 yet. And if I don't need to waste my good years, my sexual marketplace value, um, so then nope, don't marry him. Don't marry the person that I don't marry this guy that I'm on par with, we're peers with. Marry the man that graduated uh, high school 15 years after me, is what
No,
they saying.
before you.
Oh, before me. I'm sorry, 15 years before me, because that's my match as a 25-year-old woman. Well, let's say 15. I'll say 10 years. 10 years before me, that's my match, right? Because, but how we like in two different decades.
And 20 and 30 is completely different.
Whew.
Now, once you get older, it kind of like it's a gray area. But up
Right,
until
right.
then, it's like, oh, it's a difference.
Ain't nothing worse than, I'm gonna tell you something. It is nothing worse than like, like you hear an old school song, right? And you vibing or something like that, and then like the person next to you looking like, what's this?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I can imagine like older men dating these younger women, and they just cannot like connect even on like that basic level of like music.
Now, the thing about them, though, they'll be trying to act like they 20, and you see them.
Oh,
They old and they dressing like they 20, and they look crazy.
and it look, but that's the flip side, right? Because let's just say you coming up, the Migos was out when I was in my 20s, so
I don't
I'll
really
say
love
that.
them like that.
But I'm just saying, let's just say you and the Migos, you doing your thing, and all of a sudden your dude come in, he 10 years older than you, and he's like,
He's still on Lil Wayne and them. Oh, you talking about he
and
acting
he's
like he
vibing,
down
he's
with it
like
in the
vibing to the
kitchen
Migos. You just
with
looking
the
like,
stir fry. Yeah,
oh,
they're right.
school, what you doing? Like it look.
Daddy, Zaddy. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So
Yes.
I feel like people should marry, like, people should be, well, you marry who you connect with, who you vibe with, who you have the most in common, like, who do you feel that connection to, right? And if it just, and I just feel like, though, like, people, like, for the most part, and I don't have a statistic, but they marry, like, who they are, like their peers. You know what I mean? Two
If they
high
being
school
real.
sweethearts, or
Right.
two college sweethearts, or just within like maybe within the 4 to 5 whatever years. Now I know it's different. Like my father was like 7 to 8 years older than my mom,
Mine is
right?
4. Yeah, they like 4 years old.
I don't know. I mean, as you get, and my mom was young. I mean, I guess she married at her sexual. Well, no, I ain't gonna even say
Marketplace value was peaked out, but your mom still can pull them though.
that. Okay. My mother was just talking about a 50-year-old man that was trying to holler at her on the train the other
I'm just
day.
saying, your mama, she done tapped into her femininity, fountain of youth,
But
baby.
she's a happily married woman. But she told that 50-year-old man, baby, you too young for me. I
She
said,
like,
ooh, he too young to 50? I said, that's a whole pop pop.
hmm.
That's somebody granddaddy you telling that's too young for you, mommy.
And she like, sweetheart.
Mm-mm. She was like, he too young for me. That's a baby. I said, yeah, I can see that because you're well older than him. But I don't know, just to get back to this whole thing, it's just like, is this the type of man we should be, listening to? Or, Jason goes on in another stream and he kind of like explains, um, I guess I don't know. I don't want to say what the black manosphere should be. But I guess maybe what type of time he's on when it comes to his content, and he explained it in a way through like what black women want. And I'm not even gonna lie, sis, I kind of was like, yeah,
Was it resonating with you?
it
Some of
kind
it?
of resonated me because I'm like, yeah, like he's articulating that correctly.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna play that clip, right? I'm gonna play that clip, and then y'all tell me, hold on. Y'all tell me if this is more along the lines of what maybe the black manosphere should be.
And while you're in the chat, guys, like it up, subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of you who are members of the Black Manosphere and who are no longer members of it, the Mortgage Boss, also known as Joy, our other podcast mate, who's not with us tonight, but she's here in spirit and in the chat. She says, "Why are you a former member and what changed?" Y'all see if y'all can give us a few answers to those who have been participating in this Manosphere space. All right, Ty.
Who was a former? Somebody was a former member of the black men, and
I
now
think
they're
it's,
out.
yeah, they're like deuces. I think it is W is for Wumbo.
W is for one, but with the looking eyes. All right, hold on one second. I know those looking eyes though, but let's see. Let's play this. This is a short clip.
Let me be very clear when I say this right now. A black woman is looking for a black man who commands and demands respect. She wants you to take respect. She doesn't want you to wait for her to give it to you. She wants you to take the initiative and show that you are not here to ask for power, you're here to take it. That is what a woman respects. She wants to know that she is with an alpha, but an alpha doesn't ask. You can be 4'3" or 7'2". Your height doesn't determine if you're an alpha, but your demand and your requirement for power does. Because a woman understands that she will be a beneficiary of that. But you see, a woman ain't gonna tell you how to be a man. And then when I make these sentences about this, then they go take it off in a different direction and try to align it or connect it or conjoin it to sex. Sex is supposed to be a side effect. Sex is supposed to be a given. She wants to see what you're doing out of this bed. And when she looks up and sees there's nothing there, then she goes looking for the one who can. Or she holds out for the option for the one who can. You want to know what they call an alpha widow? An alpha widow is a female who saw a man who took the world by the horns, and she'd been looking for something like that ever since. And she sees a bunch of fellows who get rolled over. And she wants a man who's going to take control of the world around her, which is why I don't discuss dating. I don't give a damn about dating. I don't care about dating. I care about power dynamics. To the fellas out there, you've been misled. Because you've been told the goal is a date. You need to figure out the right pickup line. You need to work on cold approach. No, you don't. You need to work on power, wealth, and influence. And then everything else falls in your lap and comes to you. It all becomes easier. Because you stop having arguments about what you bring to the table and you let them know you are the table.
All right, all right. So my question is, we got a couple of people in the chat. Men, do you resonate more with how that caller who said this was what the black manosphere would? Do you resonate more with that, or do you resonate more with what was just said in this video about, um, what black men should or should or shouldn't be doing. That's my question for the chat, because I'll be honest with you, sis. I would think, if as a black manosphere, I would think that was the later video was probably what what they would be focused on empowering themselves, bettering themselves. Like he said, I think he said power, wealth, and influence. I would think that would be the focus, not what you know women are doing in general, or whether or not they could get a date, but just trying to create a space where they can get the power, the wealth, and the influence, and make a difference in the world. I think that's where I think the energy should be held. But for some reason, it's just been perverted into this, He-Man Women Haters Club.
I think WS for One Ball gave us a good answer because he is the one that said he was a former member. He says, I realize the black manosphere space exists for romantically unsuccessful black men to unleash their frustration on black women. It does not help men improve. I agree with that because that's what it feels like.
Right.
As a female on the other side of this, like watching it, even listening to that clip from earlier, it sounded like a very frustrated man. And when Jason asked him, "Do you have a woman?" he triggered him
Yeah, he did.
because he didn't have a woman. But he also had made a couple other statements before, the clip you played, where it's like, we know you don't. We know where you living with, a parent, a grandma, somebody. We know you're not working, really. And we know you're not making money. We know you're looking at other people. To me, when a person, their first response is, you jealous? Are you jealous? It's like, those are their feelings. They're
Projection.
jealous. Yeah, they're projecting. So when I heard that, I was like, now, as a woman who's not on code, according to this gentleman, why, and cancel me if you want to, I don't care. Why do we have to go along with that? You're not working. You over here crying on the internet. You telling us to follow a chick that's 20 years younger than us, way less experienced than us, who lies to you and you're aware of it.
And
You
you
pretty
know
much
it.
said you rather this chick entertain you, tell you these lies. She's not improving your life whatsoever. She's improving her life because she's modern. I said it. But she's not bringing anything to your life. You said you'd rather have that. Now, if I let you go and have that, why are you upset? Because you're still all in your feelings because you said, oh, these chicks these need to do this and that. Okay, so I don't know.
Right.
No, I don't have to be with you if you're not working. I don't have to be with you if you don't have your own place. I don't have to be with you and because you want me to listen to some chick that's 20 years younger than me. I'm not doing that. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it. And so
Exactly.
yeah, these women would rather be alone. And let me go ahead and clear that up too. Since I'm just going on be, very transparent tonight. We are not alone. Okay. We are not alone.
You are not
We are
alone.
not alone. And to say, first of all, if you do say get a dog and whatever, a cat, a fish, a frog, a snake, that's still company. That
Baby,
is
you gonna
not
be over
alone.
there. You gonna be over there talking to your cat, little
I
mitten.
because they be friends, and when you ever had a dog let you down? Every time you see them, they just excited, the same way they were last time they saw you.
Right, right,
So
right.
they more dependable, if you
They
ask
say,
me.
they say animals could be racist too, girl. You ever seen that movie? It's a
We
old
got one
movie.
our dog like that, and
Yeah.
you think people think that it only go the other way. Man, when I tell you, supposed to be get cutting up, cutting up. See them all the time, and still the same energy.
Or when the milkman comes, Rose be like, "Oh no,
Oh,
baby."
you get your ass out of his yard. Like you need to. You think I'm playing with you?
It used to be this movie a long time ago, girl, and it came out way before I was born. But I've seen the movie. I haven't seen it in years. It was called White Dog. And I remember seeing it, and the black man was in it. That dog is a white dog. The dog like was like racist towards black people.
Uh-huh. Our dog go the other way though. I'm so serious. It's like, calm down, Rosie, chill. Uh-uh.
Rosie don't play.
Like you gotta pull her back. Like she see if she like they be passing by the mailbox, jogging down the street,
Girl.
losing it. Like, can
But
you calm down? You're embarrassing us.
But I'll say this, what he said there about men, black men especially, just being focused on their influence, their wealth, and the power that they have. That I think that is what should encompass what the manosphere. And listen, I'm just a I'm just a black woman. Okay, so I am not trying to define what men should do, but that resonated with me more because the type of men that
The type of man that she'll pick up on that thought when she returns. We got Simsia, also known as Simsiah, whatever you like. He says, salute at my Unsolicited Opinion podcast and chat family. I'm 30 minutes behind in the chat on 2 times. Catch up, Sim, catch up. There she is. There she
I'm telling
is.
you, somebody don't want me to get this out.
Tell it, tell it, tell it.
But the type
YouTube, you
of
can't stop us. We still talk about this situation and we
That's
gonna
right.
get it out. We're gonna get it out.
But the
Okay.
type of men, and I've seen we're in the mastermind. I've seen a lot of like men like this in the mastermind as well. You know what I mean? They've just been focused on who they were, not necessarily focused on who we. Not I don't say who we are, but they weren't focused on what we like or didn't like in that aspect of the black women hating type club, right?
Mhm.
It's like, no, I'm focused on me, making myself better, focused on my power, my influence, my wealth, and everything else just falls into place. Everything else just, falls right into your lap. So I don't understand why a space that's supposed to be for black men is so focused on, like he said, getting a date or, you know, approaching women. I think it should be focused on just bettering yourselves. The black women spaces that I frequent is more about that. It's more about like, hey sis, how can you start your own business? How can you get your mental health in order? It's not necessarily focused on what men are doing, right? Men are doing this, so this is what you need to do to counteract whatever these men are doing. It's like, no, sis, you have the power, you have the influence, you have, and get your wealth up to be whoever it is that you want to be. And I feel like that space should be like that, but apparently I guess it's not. And so a lot of people are like jumping ship.
It's giving excuses to me
It's giving excuse.
about why they're not where they aspire to be. And this may be where that whole lazy comment came from. I don't know. Because it's like if you don't have the money, because the guy, which our mortgage boss said it was hypocrite, whatever his name was, House of
Uh-huh.
Hypocrites.
7 baby mamas.
He has so much energy. Like, oh yeah, Jason, we know you got your money, you own your business, you throwing that in our face. It's like you can get to work.
You could do the same thing.
Y'all let Kim K tell y'all get up and work hard, because I'm such a hard worker on my back. But anyway,
But here's the
anyway,
thing. I know black men can work hard because
they
they boosted this girl to over 1 million subs.
exactly,
Like they worked
exactly.
hard for her. Got her out here, got her amongst our people, and they worked hard. So it's like, okay, instead of, do that for you. Do it for yourself. Like do it for you. You get the money, you get the influence, you get the power. You
But
get to say who was what.
they gave her that energy though because they thought she was against us. They thought that she was exposing us, that she was gonna get us on code. and she hasn't even like peaked in her life at this point. She hasn't even started. Y'all think like mid 35, that's the magic age. 26 is not the magic age for women. It's
Especially
not.
black women. Y'all should know better. If you're a black man, you should know. Like you should have rejected that. Like when you first heard it, like, oh
Throw
nah,
the
you don't
trash
know.
right on out. Throw it out.
Oh, you don't know black women. I was watching. Listen, girl, I was watching Love Is Blind
I love that show.
earlier. Look at me, right? I'm on Netflix and I'm watching Love Is Blind, and I was looking at some of the women there, and one of them was 30 years old, and I kid you not, it's so bad because I ain't gonna say it's so bad, but it's so bad that this woman, I thought before they showed her age, I thought she was well older than me. I thought she was in her 40s, mid 40s. Like she looked that like age like milk, girl. Like she looked that old to me. But baby, she was able to finesse a black man. Now I haven't seen the whole season, so I can't tell you the outcome if they got married or not. But she sure did get the proposal. And I was just like,
How, Sway? How? How we still doing it?
the F's. I guess maybe she had the F's. She might look older than me. She might look in her 40s, even though he was like in his 30s. But I guess she had the F's. I don't know if but she got tried by another one. I would say that she got tried by another woman because it wouldn't have been this one, right? She got tried by another one, and she ain't even. She was just like, "Oh my god, I don't know what happened. Like, what was that? Like, yes, we're friends, And baby, it won't happen with me like that. She got tried. She don't have the two F's that I love.
To fuck around and find out.
Yeah, those F's. The F
You know
around
my favorite is feisty.
feisty. She
They
don't got
gonna
that.
you gotta
She just
get that
got
one.
the other ones that apparently they like or whatever. And I
And
was
they
just
and
like,
they fake around and they fake the feisty. I mean, fake the friendly. They
yeah, the fake
fake
friendly.
that. It need to start with that fake.
Oh,
That
that
F.
fake. Oh, you gotta be fake,
That's the
friendly,
F.
fun,
Fake
and
friendly, fake
free.
fun.
I
You
guess
know.
black women got the F around and find out F's
You know.
and feisty.
At some point they get it. They do get that. Cause clearly she that's what she passing out right now anyway. They F around to find out.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
oh,
Okay. What is the
why?
condemn talking about? Welcome to the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast, guys. Hit the like button. He says, but wait, I listened to Nat King Cole and Vince
Well,
Staples.
you
What,
better
from the
come
Staples
through.
singers? I'll take you there. Sim says, salute, ladies. Salute everyone in the
Oh,
podcast.
he
And
gave it a
thank you,
whole
Sim.
list.
Thank you for that announcement. Salute to everyone who's in here, guys. Let us know what y'all think about this. I
I want to
mean,
go ahead and play that last clip one more time, and you guys let me know. Like, do you resonate more with this last clip where he's explaining what black men should be focused on, right? Did he tell a lie? It was that like we should not be focused on this. Like this we should be focused on
what
what
they not doing.
what black women ain't doing. Or whatever, right? I'm gonna play it one more time for y'all. It's a real, real short clip. Oh, I forgot. My internet was trying to play me for a fool.
Jess says, I don't think they have members.
Everybody is saying they're not in it, and I'm like, okay, that's another question. I'll talk. After the video, I'll ask that question again.
Let me be very clear when I say this right now. A black woman is looking for a black man who commands and demands respect. She wants you to take respect. She doesn't want you to wait for her to give it to you. She wants you to take the initiative and show that you are not here to ask for power. You're here to take it. That is what a woman respects. She wants to know that she is with an alpha, but an alpha doesn't ask. You can be 4'3" or 7'2". Your height doesn't determine if you're an alpha, but your demand and your requirement for power does. Because a woman understands that she will be a beneficiary of that. But you see, a woman ain't gonna tell you how to be a man. And then when I make these sentences about this, then they go take it off in a different direction and try to align it or connect it or conjoin it to sex. Sex is supposed to be a side effect. Sex is supposed to be a given. She wants to see what you're doing out of this bed. And when she looks up and sees there's nothing there, then she goes looking for the one who can. Or she holds out for the option for the one who can. You want to know what they call an alpha widow? An alpha widow is a female who saw a man who took the world by the horns, and she'd been looking for something like that ever since. And she sees a bunch of fellows who get rolled over. And she wants a man who's going to take control of the world around her, which is why I don't discuss dating. I don't give a damn about dating. I don't care about dating. I care about power dynamics. To the fellas out there, you've been misled because you've been told the goal is a date. You need to figure out the right pickup line. You need to work on cold approach. No, you don't. You need to work on power, wealth, and influence. And then everything else falls in your lap and comes to you. It all becomes easier. Because you stop having arguments about what you bring to the table and you let them know you are the table.
All right, that's it. That's the end of that. So that's my question. And to kind of put this in context, and then let me drop this down. I was always told you shoot for the moon, you might hit a star. Right? And so we know that every single man, every single black man here in America is not going to have the money, power, respect. Like we know that, right? It's going to be, some men that, have money and have no respect, have power and have no money, whatever have you, right? There's a give and take. And there's some people that's going to have all three. And they may not necessarily have it to the level of, a Barack Obama or I don't know, you can name, insert whatever black man here that has like all three to the 10th degree. So when he says like you're commanding power, you're commanding, you have wealth and you have influence, it could very well just be like within your community, in your circle, in your, household, in your whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean at a national or international level. It doesn't mean like that. Like I don't think every woman's out here looking for the CEO of this company, right? But we just look for men that are
Men.
right.
And he said that, and not that I agree with everything he said, but he did say, like, women are not going to tell you how to be men. And really, we can't necessarily tell you or teach you, either, you got to be born with it or there are, you got to be in the right environment to, foster that type of behavior. Mm-hmm. And the way that first guy came on with all this big energy, mad at the black women, and because this girl gonna tell us what to do, or this young lady, because I'm not gonna call her a girl because it's, she's disrespectful, but I'm not disrespectful to that extent. But this young lady, like that's not what men do. Men, they respond in different ways to me, and we can't teach them that. We can tell them that they don't like it. Clearly, he said he want to be lied to, but
Right.
speaking of lies, we got beautiful lies in the chat. El Guapo.
Hey, we got
He
El
says
Guapo.
just jumping in, ladies. I'm behind. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, El Guapo. Good evening.
Good
Yes.
evening.
Thank
El Guapo did a really good stream, just talking about some other aspects of what blew up the internet, right? And I was really intrigued. Like of course I had to catch the replay, but I was like very much like into like what he's saying. It was almost like reassuring because Joy had a good question last week that had a lot, a couple of people stumped. I know King said this is the answer, but it had a lot of people stumped, and it kind of got a little emotional last week because it was very raw, But she had a question. It was like, when was the last time, black men came together in defense of black women? But let me tell you something, because a lot can happen in a week.
A lot.
And
we had to eat those words. We had to go eat them up.
did. I will say this. I will say
Accountability. We had to eat them.
accountability. I will say this within the last week. What was this? What was this? Last night or night before last night? LSU. We're talking about the women's NCAA basketball finals. LSU beat Iowa, and there was a lot of people going in on hometown hero Angel Reese,
In
Baltimore
my home
born,
state team, yes.
Baltimore bred, and yes, she went on down there to
She had to
LSU,
come on
you
down there
know.
to the bayou. Yes.
And I will say this, I saw a lot of black people and I saw a lot of black men stand up for her in her moment to say, listen, like no, like it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander. She want to give you the everybody's calling it John Cena, but I'm over here calling it something else. But whatever. I seen, I'm talking about national. So this is not like even like I know King had pointed out, something about a lady last week and one of the Locks members, Jadakiss, or I'm not really sure, stood up for her. But I'm talking about at a national level where they were like, yeah, no, we're not even gonna allow you to try to make this into this ghetto black woman, blah, blasey blah after this woman. So I would say this. I would say this. The black men showed up. I don't know if it was the Black Manosphere,
I
but I
doubt it.
had seen some content. So shout.
Tyrese, we lost her. Come on, Ty. Sim said, is it your camera or is it your computer? I'm not sure. Let Sim know which one it is because he probably can help us fix it because he's the one that told us to use this platform. Evie Muggs, salute
Who,
to the
Sim?
lead attorney. Yes, the lead attorney here. Hope
TLA
you
in the
guys
building.
are doing well. We're doing well, lead attorney. He says salute to the ladies and to the chats. The
Shout out
lead attorney.
Mastermind.
Yes, shout out to the mastermind. I don't think he in the manosphere. I don't think he is.
TLA said he's not in the man. He said he does men-centric content. He is not
Right.
in the manosphere. Which,
But he is doing the work of what we think that the manosphere should be doing.
yeah.
He's, teaching them, how to better themselves, how to come out on a positive side at the end of, relationships, marriages, divorces, whatever. So that's the kind of thing we would expect, right?
Yeah. Help these men help these men pay their child support and get custody of their
You can't help them get no dates because they're, according to W is for Wombo, they're unsuccessful romantically. I'm not laughing at y'all either.
no,
It's
maybe.
just so crazy though, because I'm laughing to keep from crying because it's so upsetting that it's kind of like they're having a tantrum.
But you know what? I know TLA says he's not in the manosphere, but I think that is the manosphere. It's the men helping the men. I think the manosphere should be men helping men. He's a 20-year law, family law attorney, and he's helping men come out on the better end when it comes to divorce and family court and child support and custody and that whole thing. That should be in that space, right? And then you have other people that have other, you have black men that have like business channels, or you know what I mean. That should be in that space, helping men like create their own businesses, be successful business. Then you had black men style channels and men, right?
Stylogy,
That
Kevin
should
Samuels,
be
yeah.
considered black manosphere. Not to me, not these channels that's like you got people like that first guy on here crying, talking about what women ain't doing.
We can't make them act right, y'all. That's what it sounds like to me. We can't make them listen. It's like, look, if you talking right, we gonna listen.
Like that, like it's
Otherwise,
redefining space. You got people like El Guapo, that's like, hey, like you should be traveling. Like the first time you get a passport should not be when you 40 years old.
and
You
you
should
mad
be
at some chick who turned you down.
right. You shouldn't be traveling because you trying to be spiteful. You should be traveling because you're just trying to like
Explore.
explore in other cultures. And in that travel, you might find somebody that you connect with. Might. I don't
I think
know.
that's Ty, that kind of touched me just now. I think that's an excellent point.
That should be black manosphere.
Yes.
It's men helping men be the best men they can be. And it does has nothing to do with he man woman hating. It has
It has,
nothing to
yeah.
do with the statistics. It has nothing to do with, like the women ain't doing this, so do you got to do this? It shouldn't be a reaction to that. It should be like, men, we're gonna get together. And we're gonna make ourselves better. We're trying to get the money, power, respect, the wealth, the influence, and we're trying to make a change within us, because I feel like I feel like they're reacting to black women doing that. Like black women saying, you know what, nope, we're gonna be educated women, we're gonna do this, we're gonna make a difference, and this is that. So then the black management should be the opposite of, not gonna say the opposite, but should be complementary to that. Like, okay, y'all women over here, y'all getting it together, y'all doing y'all thing. All right, we gonna go over here and get it together and do our thing, and we gonna meet y'all right here at the middle. We gonna meet y'all. Excuse me, I got my sorry, but we gonna meet y'all right here at the middle, right? Because I didn't play the whole clip, but Jason did go on to say, like, women, like, you should be the female version, so to speak, you know, of the man that you are trying to marry. If he is this successful businessman, then you should be able to keep the books, keep the, he said he called them interns, but I really know what, I ain't gonna use the word intern. That's kind of like whatever. But you should be able to step in his stead when he is not able to do something. You should be able to do that. You should be able to compliment him. You should be that. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you are the woman, the female version of him. That's what he wants. I don't know. That could be true. That could be not true. Y'all let me know.
Yeah, what kind of women y'all looking for? The ones that y'all can't get and y'all crying about, don't do that. That means they're not in your lane. If you got to do all that and this woman still not like driving with you, not riding with you, she's not the one for you. And there's no amount of crying that you could do to like get this woman on your program. She's not getting on it. She's not listening.
I just
And while you up there with, and I think that's another thing that they do kind of skip over that part, because I think a lot of men are telling these other men like, hey, that's why 35 is like the magic age. It's like by that time, whatever education or trade or job you have, like you should be secure yourself, enough at that point. Not saying you maxed out, but you should be at a point where you're comfortable enough to like take on a wife and a family, and do some traveling, do some of the things you want to do. So I think that's, don't skip by that part. You looking at somebody, it's just, to me, it's kind of, a lot of it is giving immature as well. Because it's like, okay, you looking at somebody that's making six figures, you just want it. You don't know what they had to do to get to that point. You don't know what it took. You don't know how many times they had to swallow their pride or take this job or that job or miss out on a good woman or whatever the case may be. You don't know what they had to go through to get there. So you have to understand it's going to take work, but you can't just start crying and pouting. Do you think
yeah.
that that's a trait of like the new men, the younger men, or is
To
because
get mad.
yeah, they just kind of start pouting or having a tantrum, in my opinion. Like, is that the young the
They always say like, who came after the was it like the not the millennials but
I don't know these Gen Z.
the
I don't know
Gen
the
Z. They
generations.
say
Yeah.
like, they were that generation that everyone had to have a trophy. You know what I mean? And it's
Oh, the participation trophies.
participation awards and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And so I can kind of see that, just a little bit. Um,
Oh, so they think they ought to just get one.
yeah, but
She
see,
didn't. I didn't get ones like you didn't win. If you're not first, you're last.
that's right, Ricky Bobby.
And we are not your competition.
No,
Y'all
now
want us competing for y'all. Now we're not gonna compete for third place. I'll say that.
okay.
Is women not competing for third place. We're not competing for fifth. We're not competing really. Everybody want top dog. Now, if you want women like really like getting down in the dirt and working their ass off to try to win you over, you have to, yeah, I said it.
Okay.
I
Now
said it.
our good sis here said the mortgage bar says that's that being in the middle makes too much sense. It goes
Mm.
back to the competition aspect, because I know we had a discussion about this, and I think she did bring up a fact that I think someone in her circle, a lady in her circle, said something about black men see us as competition. And I just think to myself, like, why I don't, why am I competing against a black man? I don't feel like that, and I know, but she's saying like they feel like we're competition. I don't know.
Wow. Do we need to drop the link? Are we dropping the link tonight?
Child, we can drop the link.
I'm
We
just
can drop the link.
asking.
We can drop the link. We can drop the link. I'm gonna drop it right now. I'm gonna drop it right now because I do want to hear like some, everyone's like response to this. If you guys feel strongly about either one of these videos, did I drop it? Did it go?
Yeah, it's there.
It's there. Okay. And David said you should be on his plan, but what if his plan is what we heard the first man mention? Like, what if his plan is that, or he acts that way? We have to, is that what we should be, is that the code that we should be getting on? Accepting someone that's basically, leading us off a cliff to accept, these like racist ideologies and
Gosh.
excusing them.
And and maybe that's my personality. I'm more of a like lead by example. Because what kind of example that this person is supposed to get us on code? What kind of example are they setting to me? Like,
Yeah.
are they on code? Or
Yeah.
they can make up the code as they go along because given the position that they're in at the age that they're at, that's not on code from what I've been hearing, right?
Mm-mm.
And
Mm-mm.
this person is a hard worker. They put in plenty hours to get to where they are,
Right.
right? Is that
Right.
okay for a young woman who should be using this time to find a suitable older man?
I'm
I'm
just
just
going.
saying.
I'm just going to speak from a young lady who had a father that was very like militant and
Let's
like
go.
very
Let's go.
like pro
Let's
black.
go.
If
Let's go.
I was to bring a man home that expressed his views the way that first guy did in the stream, I'd be like, he would just not, he wouldn't have it. That's my father and my stepfather. Like they would just be like, "Are you crazy? Like, are you crazy?" And now my stepfather grew up in the deep South, Georgia, Chester. I told you they still got dirt roads. I swear on God.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know he know what racism looks like
Yeah.
overtly,
Yeah.
right? But if I show him this clip, but he don't play in the fields of the internet like this, right? Him and my mother, they frolic on the beaches of Jamaica, okay? If I showed him that clip, he'd be like, "Oh yeah." Now, I ain't saying I ain't coming against nobody, but who? I just, I don't get it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He would not be pleased with me. He would not be pleased if he had a conversation with someone and they were making excuses for someone, oh, it's the age, they're just young, they're ignorant, they're this and they're that, and they don't, they make it a silly slip up. He just would not have any, he'd be like, "Nope, that ain't the one."
That's why I'm wondering if it's the new man, if it's the young man, because the older man,
That man he sounds older than me.
who the guy that the hypocrite,
Oh, yeah, hypocrite.
you think he sound older? I think he sound like he about 28.
Really? I
I
mean, he
don't think
probably
he was
is.
35. I
We
don't think he
did
was
do the
35.
breakdown of that audience, and I
Yeah.
think the median age there was 28.
Yeah.
28, high school, high school educated, may have
Yeah.
a trade, makes no more than 40,000 a year before taxes. So that is that target audience. That
Right.
is,
I definitely
you
don't
know,
think that a lot of the men who are no longer in the manosphere, they were the high value men, and once they saw what it was and that it wasn't what they thought it was, which was a space for
yeah.
men-centric content for improvement, self-improvement, That's why a lot of them saying they got out. I think.
I
I
feel
think
like these high value men could have really like got in and been like and pushed the wayward
the wayward.
out because they have that power, that influence to do so, right? Like, no, you are not black manosphere. This is black manosphere. This is black male centric content. We are
Right.
about uplifting black men. We are about, black men getting their just due
Right.
in this world. And this is what it is. And it has
Is we are not here crying about these women because these
right,
women
because you ain't
get
getting
on our
paid.
program and you know it. We put them on the program. We put them out the program.
We are the leaders. If
Right.
we like, we are the leaders, and if we lead the way we're supposed to lead, these women gonna follow. Is that what
Yeah.
I mean? Because that's what they're saying. We want,
And when we hear somebody like, Jason saying this is the manosphere, it's like, oh hell no, that's not the manosphere. That's
right.
not what the black nah, nope, nope.
This is what it is.
That's a child. There's not high value man, that's not no value man. There's no man about that. Not from the ones that we know.
Right, the ones that come in with the 7 baby mamas and all of that, talking about you gotta catch me, like you're not on the internet, like we can't Google search images, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of men you should be like pulling up by the bootstrap and getting them out the mud, right? Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Skip says, how do you, my unsolicited opinion podcast, choose whose plan you want to get behind? Let us know. I mean that we can't let you know. You know it when we just is it's just like you're good. It's like it when you see it. We
Sim,
know
I'm getting on your
that other young
plan.
man.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get on your plan, Sim, and that's granola, 5 mile hikes,
pecans. I like to say pecan.
yeah,
Josh said pecans.
pecans, 5 mile hikes up
And
the
the boots,
mountain.
Timberland boots. I'm gonna wear my safari shorts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wear a hat too, and lots of sunscreen and bug repellent. That's your plan, Sim. That's
That's your
easy.
plan, Sim. We appreciate that. Oh, and
And
he's fire.
I was gonna say, and the
So
fire. Don't forget the
and the
fire, the
fire. So
smoke.
we not about to be out here splurging until we can splurge. So it's like that sacrifice now to reap the benefits later.
Sim say, don't think you're gonna come up here heavy-handed with that wallet, sweetheart.
Okay, no, you better eat that. You better eat that trail
But
mix.
now, I mean, Sim, why you put us on this thing and Ty can't stay on here tonight? He said, "Is your camera overheating or something, Ty?" Then he said, "Ty, this is Sim again. Would your father have accepted you dating a man 15 years your senior in your 20s?" My daddy be looking like, what's going on here?
Says I can't do it
Wait,
no more. This is a struggle. I mean, streaming, struggle,
he said, "Is
streaming.
your camera overheating?"
No, it's not the camera. So the camera is going. It is whatever is going. It's the whatever load I have on this computer. It is not allowing me to be great. So thank you, Sim, whatever you like for the EV Mux.
Whatever you like.
But it's just not allowing me to be great, and I don't know why. Like today is like really, and I don't want to take away from the audience on that. So I mean, next time it go out, baby, I might not come back.
Don't leave me, girl. This
I
is
won't
a
leave you.
podcast
Never,
like of a
never,
team.
never,
We
never, never,
already
never.
missing our third co-host tonight, even though she has been supporting us big time with some
In the
good
chat.
comments in the chat. So she's holding it down. We got Clutch Laughs up in here. He says, "What we talking about? We talking about these high value men versus the high value fans. The first guy, he's giving fan vibes. He likes the manosphere. He likes what they talking about. He's just on the outside looking in. He doesn't have anything that any of those men have, evidently. Because I would like to believe that a lot of those men, have some value to bring. That's good value for the majority of men, other than when they hating on women. I would like to think that. And then taking a look at the high value man, the actual high value man. Like, what does he bring to the table? He said he is the table. And you get the woman, she gets on your program. You really don't have to do a whole lot of wah, wah, wah. She won't do what I say. Mama. I feel like that's what it is. He
Baba.
just like, look, you see it, and you like, yeah. He be like, "Come on," and she be like, "Okay." So that's what I think it is. Okay, I'm going. I like what he got. I
Look, so
like what he
look,
put in.
I do want to give a shout out though. I do want to give a shout out to the notorious Kevin Brooks. And he says, he says a $25 cash app, he says, for having to put up with your co-host. Now I know he's not talking about you, good sis.
You know he is, cause you know he hit me up as well. He says $25 for being my day one number one troll.
Yeah.
Notorious Kevin Brooks, the biggest troll on YouTube, in my opinion.
Oh man,
Shout out to
shout
Kevin.
out
Thank
to
you so
him.
much. You know you're holding us
I will
down.
say this, he's a married man, and I will say this: he always brings like the what I want to say, the levity,
The
like
humor.
the
Oh,
humor. It's like light, you know what I mean? It's
yes.
like a breath of fresh air. You know what I
I wouldn't
mean?
say that.
Not too, that's too far. I mean, maybe a
Yeah.
breath of like air. Let's just say that, right?
I'm feeling win.
But I laugh when he comes through. I laugh. I'm like, yes, I seen
Yes.
his shorts, and 10 plus hooked him up on the shorts, and I'm just like, that's a man that just likes to like be in the world.
Yes, and having fun and just like not stressing out. I think that's another high value man trait as well. He ain't over there stressing about these women. To be honest, he is a married man, but
Yes.
I don't feel like he has any trouble with women.
Yeah. I think
I
he
don't think
makes
he's been.
jokes, but I
Yes,
think they're just jokes. I
I don't know.
do.
He trolling. He be trolling though.
He trolls.
He out. He's our stream sponsor for tonight.
He is the string
Yes,
sponsor.
thank you so much, Kevin Brooks. We got the notorious Kevin Brooks, y'all. Y'all check out his channel. He is a supporter of the channel, and we are supporters of him. He's in the mastermind. Thank you so much, Kevin Brooks, the notorious Kevin Brooks. He has the perfect handle for his channel. The notorious Kevin Brooks.
Yes.
Notorious, we are. Yes.
But you come on, sis. They don't know about that.
I'm like a walking soundtrack. You already
You already know
know.
it.
Yes.
Okay. So let's I dropped the link, right? And nobody hit it.
They ain't serious.
They're not serious about it. I want to know, like, can you redefine like this manosphere space? Should the manosphere be about uplifting black men? Should it be about that versus the tears, the complaints and
I got dumped.
the
I got turned down from
whining,
the dance.
and I never, I was a
These chicks
geek.
won't get on code. It's like, dude,
Cold. The manosphere should not be focused on women. It should be focused on men. Is what I'm
get your
saying.
head in them books and off them girls.
Come on, kid. Come on.
That's what y'all need to do. And I ain't telling y'all what y'all need to do because I know we can't tell men what to do. And y'all don't listen like we don't listen, if I'm gonna be honest. But when you're young like that, because he sound real young, and if he is not young, he is very immature. I'm just gonna say it. Then
I don't know. To
he
me,
needs
he
to.
sounded. To me, I sound like he was like old, which was like, whew. But you
Oh, like what? He
old
under
like
under 35. I think under 35.
old like late 40s, 50s.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't think he sounded that old.
Okay, maybe
I'm,
I don't know. He
if
sa-
he,
but
I,
he sounded like he didn't have a woman. He didn't. He
he's
sounded
not.
like he didn't have the power, the wealth, or the influence. Is what he sounded
He
like.
didn't sound like he was a table.
He sounded like a high value fan. High
He
value fan is
did.
someone that watches every single stream, that's going to be in the
Yeah.
comments, that's going to give, their little bit of 2 cents. And, that is the high value fan. He did not sound like a high value man. That's,
Right.
and that is the difference.
Yes, David Carmina at the David Carmina show, he said it right here. Real high value men have no problem with black women. They don't.
They don't. And I,
They
and I
don't. They're not
agree.
on YouTube crying about these women. The real high value men.
Yeah, because David don't be on here. His content, he's an excellent content creator. He don't
Yes.
be on here, regurgitating talking points. He's trying to like get y'all up on this real estate, get y'all up on these politics, get you up on this money. You know what I mean? Like I feel like men should be doing. Black men should be doing.
That's the man-centric content. That's the
That's
manosphere.
the, so
Okay,
is it
y'all
now?
welcome.
So we not. So now we're gonna say it's. So now it's no more black manosphere that we just they just blew that up, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Now
that's
it's
all.
more black male centric content.
Period.
It's like
Y'all
their
welcome.
it's like their own like Lifetime or own channel.
Yeah, it is way better. Manosphere sounds so like,
Right.
special.
Like, yeah, no, black male centric content is focused on uplifting black men
Yeah.
and getting them to be
The
influential
best thing.
the
Yeah.
best they can be. There you go. Boom. That's I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave it at
And
that. You nailed it.
not about it has nothing to do with their counterparts.
Yeah.
It's like we ain't even talking. This is not a space where we talking about women. Women don't have anything to do with how we move because they're men. Like that has nothing to do with that. Don't even focus it on that. Even though some of y'all, we know y'all want to get ladies, some of y'all never had women evidently. I never knew so many people were so unsuccessful. But it's you need to make sure, at some point once you get yourself together, and I thought that's how men were anyway. Most of the men I know, they like until they get to a point where they are secure financially and with themselves as men and they can do it, then they ready to date and get married. They
Yeah.
choose. They pick who they want. But it's like, okay, I'm going to school. Okay, I got to get this license. Or I got to pass this test. It's like until they get all that squared away, they can't move forward in their personal life because their business is not together. So
Yeah.
I think that, that's why I'm wondering, is it the younger man thing? Because the older men seem like they understand that.
It's the fan versus the man. Like you're
It
a fan
is.
of the
It's the
content.
thing.
You're
Yeah.
a fan of you could be
Like what it sounds like. It
you like
sounds
what it
good.
sounds like. You're a fan of. You can
Yeah.
even be a fan of the black male centric content. You could be a fan of it, but are you a man of it? Like, can you,
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, I got,
Ooh.
I used to be a rapper back in the day, so
Oh,
it just came to me.
oh, we. Oh, now that resonated with me right
But
there.
yeah,
That
are
that
you
did
just a
something.
fan of the content? Are you a man about this content? Are you like no? I'm living. I'm gonna do what they like, what they're saying, right? And it may not be word for word, it may not be, but it's enough for me to go out and find it and get it on my own. And then
Yes,
you can be getting it out the mud, right? But you're getting out the mud because you dust it off, you clean it off, and you making it yours. And like
yes,
I said, you could be a fan of the content. You could sit here and watch all of the episodes, and you could be sitting here in the chat talking about what black women ain't doing and what they should be doing and what code they should or they shouldn't be on. You could be doing all of that, or you could be out here taking that same energy and putting it into whatever you need to make you a better man.
yes. Get your head in them books and off them girls.
Get your
You
head
ain't ready to
in the
even
book
be
and
looking
off
at them
them
girls yet.
girls. Y'all better get this house party
Cause,
reference. I
cause
don't think
guess, cause
y'all.
guess what them girls doing? What y'all mad about? Them girls getting their head in them books.
And
Don't be
off
worried
them
about these little
boys.
boys. Go ahead and, get yourself together, grow up, have something to bring to the table. Even though the table is already prepared for us, evidently.
Whatever you
What
like.
they like. But y'all need to do that. I think that's a good idea. Tie in the man-centric content. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Let this manosphere go because people, jumping ship anyway.
They out of here.
Yeah.
Now, we do got somebody in the back. We got Clutch Laughs. Now, Clutch Laughs, you know.
All right, be a fan. Don't be a troll.
Okay, now, you ain't got your cam on. Okay?
He
But
said, he or she, they said, can we join without the camera? We usually don't do
you
this.
usually don't. But I'm going to do this, and then we can go ahead and
Keep
wrap
your,
this
keep
up.
your,
But I'm
your,
going to tell you like this, Clutch
keep
Laughs, is you come up here,
your finger on the trigger on that
streaking
bull.
and doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. You're getting blocked. It's the
You good?
block. All right.
Oh, okay. So we here backstage. Yeah, you good? You good? You safe? Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you backstage, Clutch Lab. The people can't hear you, but we can hear you. All right, I'm gonna pull you up. I'm gonna let you go camless tonight. That's only because it's Wednesday, but we ain't doing this no more. All right, here we go. Hey, Clutch
Wait,
Labs.
hello?
Yes. Welcome to the podcast.
Well, I can't hear this.
You can't
You
hear?
hear us?
Mm, mm,
No.
Let me see.
Can you hear now?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear y'all. I mean, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Good. Good to
Okay,
go.
I can't hear y'all though.
Can you hear us
Let me
now?
see.
All right, what we're gonna do, Clutch Labs, we're gonna drop you back down, okay? And then, like I said, we can hear you backstage. So when you're ready and you can hear us, let us know. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Jess
Well,
says,
go
just
ahead.
talk about it. She says, the tears. Are those the tears they were crying about?
The Michael Jordan tears.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's what I'm
Stop
talking.
worrying about that. You already said you ain't had no job, and your great grandma told you wasn't no slavery, just sharecropping. Just sharecropping, Lord.
But
Y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm from Lake Providence, Louisiana. Okay. Like and where I live at right now in Mississippi is 45 minutes from here.
mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing nobody can tell me about none of it, okay?
I understand.
Okay. Simsia. I really just change it to Saya. Just change it. That's the stuff women say. Whatever you like. He said never had women.
Who him? Oh
Who
no.
they?
Oh them. I was saying because
They.
I know Sim had a few stories. I know he got his fair share. Okay,
Just talk about it. Says men always want women as soon as they hit puberty.
girl. Even before then.
They be like, look at them.
Even before
They be
then, I gotta tell my no, tell the little boy.
they be hitting them, and you already know. Like
First of
they
all,
said
tell him
this
keep his hands to himself before you knock him out. That's one. And
exactly.
then two, no, don't be sending you no notes.
And don't be telling me about Amber who got a boyfriend already in your class, because
Okay, like
we ain't doing that.
But you know her father don't play like he don't play like that anyway. So there's that. He don't.
Yes.
So he ain't got no. And you know we around here.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Stay locked and loaded. David Carmina's show, he says, Ty, excellent. That is what I thought the Manosphere was. He
yeah,
thought it was man-centric content about men and not some chick trying to act like she taking over a whole space. And I want to put, the same that word that rhymes with space and put another letter in front of it. Or like you can't do that.
right. But listen, I like to be entertained, right? So
Yes.
I understand the entertainment
Right.
aspect, but when you start taking that entertainment and like trying to apply it to like real life, you know what I mean? That's crazy to me. Like I don't listen. Like listen, I grew up in the '90s, right? And so yeah, like Snoop, like the West Coast hip hop, East Coast hip hop, Biggie, Tupac, all of that, right? Like that was someone expressing their pain in music, right? But it was entertainment. And I didn't necessarily take that entertainment and make it my reality. And I think a lot of times people don't know how to separate the two.
Exactly. Exactly. Sim says he has to get rid of the YouTube feed while he is up. Clutch laughs. Will you come up? Close your YouTube out unless you have it on a second monitor and mute that one.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know what he's doing. Clutch laughs, but we want you to come back though. Because you were getting active in the chat, so we want you to come back,
Yes. And tell us. And if you are House of Hypocrites or the guy from the other stream, definitely come up.
please. Because I gotta know.
Tell us, because I said you were whining if that's you.
Whining girl. All
I
right.
said that. David says Ty spitting fire. Okay, what did you say? They fans high value. The high value man. It's like you looking at them from the side. The sidelines like the AAU basketball games with the stepdad seats because we can't ever leave y'all out, fellas.
Girl,
Don't ever leave them out. Don't
it's
ever
getting
leave.
hot outside, girl.
Okay, see, women be looking for men.
It's getting a
Be
little
looking
warm. It's spring break over here, so there's
I'm
that.
just saying. So y'all hear y'all like, oh, these girls not showing me no love. Okay, these girls are focused. They're on their books, and y'all like, don't worry about them books. I'm gonna take care of you. When? Cause you don't have it right now. And then evidently, according to Jess, when you get it, you gonna leave for
Oh,
Kanye song. So, and then
because
you gonna be
when it
telling
get
us to get on
on,
her program, and then we gonna have a real problem. Y'all think we don't listen to y'all?
We sure do.
It's like, Chop, you never thought if I wasn't gonna listen to a whole grown man over here that this, you never thought that that was gonna get us on program. We lost Ty again. She said she if we lose her, that she wasn't coming back. Come back, Ty. Let's stay like probably like 15 more minutes. Come on back, Ty. Yes. He has to get rid of the YouTube feed. Just talk about it. She says, it's sundress season and safari shorts for those who are going on their hikes with Sim. So, yes, he says, salute to the sundress season. Yes, Lord. Have mercy. Good God. Good God Almighty.
What? Somebody talking about James Brown?
No, this is sundress season. Just said sundress season. I said, come on back, Ty. Sim gonna tell us off stream after this how we can make sure that
Oh, I ain't even gonna tell you I got our address on today. I wouldn't even stand up for you today, but this is the
she gonna have to
dress.
give me my
This
unsolicited
80 degrees. Oh,
Cam.
oh, we got Clutch Last in the back, and he's
Oh,
cammed
Cam
up.
up. Okay. You gonna bring him
Okay,
on up to the
let me go
panel?
ahead and bring this man up.
Yes,
Hold up, though,
guys.
cause he looking real like. Hold up, hold on now, hold on. Turn my camera off. Hold on.
You always welcome to the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast.
We
You're
can't.
muted.
You are muted, Clutch Laughs. I don't. Hold on, let me. Hold on now, cause he got cheeks and
We can't hear you, my
we
dear.
can't hear you, Clutch Laughs. Uh, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna drop you down. Like I said, we'll be able to hear you in the background. Just speak out, and when we can hear you, we'll pull you up. Okay.
Please get our dude on here.
Yes, Clutch Laugh. I don't know. He had a little beard. He had some cheeks going there.
Okay. David said, make sure we clip up our manosphere points. Excellent content. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. You know he's always looking out for us over here.
Yes. Sim, who is a fan of the sundress season, he says, I am here for that breeze and all.
I ain't gonna tell you it's his dress. It's a
Don't
little
be
dress
getting your
over here.
Marilyn Monroe
I
on.
just
Is it
can't
her?
stand up because he ain't for that. You know,
He don't get,
we
don't,
gonna
because
stand
you
up.
know, he high value man, not a fan. So,
Okay.
no, we can't be disrespecting them kind. We showing the bar.
No, 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 no. But sundress season is in full effect
You get
over
on that
here.
program and you gonna do right, okay? My
Okay.
sex is strong. I saw you in the chat earlier, girl. I wanted to recognize you because you always here
Yes,
supporting the stream. She's one of us, my unsolicited opinion podcast and
definitely.
chat family. She is family. She says she's laughing at me in the safari shorts every time me and Sim go on
Hiking.
our virtual hikes. I always have on my safari shorts and
That's
my
right.
boots and my slouch socks. I feel like I should wear a fanny pack too. I'm definitely wearing a hat.
Ooh, a visor, like a
Yes. Yes. I might wear a ponytail at the top of it, like a real one, like y'all. Not my TV hair.
they don't know that's your TV hair. You never told them.
They know. They be mad about that too over there.
You
They
might have to give them
they
the.
ban this. Yeah, I gotta give them a curly puff.
You might give them the natural, sis.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna suppress either, because if it's gonna be hot out there, you're
Yeah.
gonna see the natural anyway. So I might as well come with it.
Yes,
Yes,
Touch
there
Lads.
you
We
go.
hear you in the back. There you go. And look, he got a little bit more light. Oh, he got a smile. Let's go ahead and bring him on up.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Clutch Laughs.
Where
Hello,
is
how y'all doing?
Yes, they're going to sound. We are doing well. How are you?
I can't complain. I can't complain. I must say y'all look rather nice.
Thank
I
you.
thank you.
I'm a fan of Lead Attorney,
Mm-hmm.
and he suggested y'all stream, and ever
Oh,
since
okay.
then I opened it. I was like, wow. Let me. I said these ladies look nice and beautiful, and they y'all talking what y'all talking, y'all making sense. So I subscribe, and ever since then I've been following, I've been listening. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
Oh,
Thank
we appreciate you. You got
you.
to back up the camera a little bit. You got a pretty smile. I'm not even going to lie.
How
Beautiful
about that?
teeth, pretty smile, but we want to see the whole, we want to get the whole picture.
Yes. Are you a content creator?
Wait, you said what?
Are you a content creator? Clutch laughs. I feel like you're about the jokes. You're definitely giving us the smiling vibes
Yes,
over here.
indeed.
Wait, I don't get some echo. My bad.
Uh-oh. Can you hear us?
Uh, yeah, I can hear you. It's just a little bit of echo. Well, just I'm not a content creator. It's just my personal YouTube.
He
Hello.
broke. He broke up there. He said he's not, but I did hear him say that he's not a content creator. He just likes, he just listens to YouTube.
Okay, well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
So, so Clutch Lab,
Cool.
tell us what you think about this topic. But did you get a chance to listen to both of the videos?
Did we lose him?
I think we might have lost. I'm gonna drop him down. I'm gonna drop him on down so he can. Uh oh. Yeah. Yeah. I drop him down so we can. Is he good now?
I feel like I'm getting an echo.
I
Now,
feel
but
I feel his
he
echo
need
too.
to turn his stream off if, according to Sim. See you. Jess says he's struggle streaming today. I hear an echo on my side now.
Yes, it says you see that listen to off stage feeds. Go ahead and click that, and you won't hear him.
All right, so I'll shut him down.
Yeah, yeah.
Sim says Clutch Laughs is out here shooting his shot. Balling. Y'all you just listen to what's his name? He out here still got
Jim
leaving my
Jones.
girl on, still ain't married my girl, Chrissy.
Child, I
I
think
don't,
Chrissy said she good at this point. She was like,
she
it is
like
what it is.
we hanging out. We just best friends at this point. And that's
Yeah,
cool. My sex is
yeah.
strong. She says he is sweet.
He was. See, that was very
Yes.
nice. And thanks TLA for the referral. We appreciate that. We got us a subscriber and everything. So
Yes,
thank you
holding us
so
down.
much.
Holding us down. Y'all let us know like the different kind of topics y'all want to hear from us too. But
Definitely.
tonight I think your girl Ty, she hit the nail on the head with the high value fan versus the high value man. She dropped many bars on us tonight, guys.
Yeah.
The way it was laid out, it really, really, really like to me, I think most of these men would agree. First of all, this is only my opinion. It's the younger dudes they like the way because when I was younger, my cousins they 10 years older than me. I could not wait to get to high school because
Mm,
they look like a different world. They
they
look like they look like grown women, and they were so cool and they were driving and they were just like they could dress and they carried themselves, like just like I couldn't wait to get to be like that. And I feel like that's what a lot of the people who have just put themselves, in the manosphere space is the fans. They looking up to the older guys, or the men who are just more mature or a little bit further along than them, and they want to be like that.
right,
But it's like you have to put in the work. These men they've already like they paid their dues, or they almost finished paying them.
right,
They put in the work, and if you're not, you can't just stand back and look at them and just want it. You have to work. You have to earn that, and that's again keeping your head in them books and not saying you necessarily have to go to college because everybody doesn't. If you get a trade, you become good at your skill, the rest of it'll come. But you can't just be like, these women won't go out with me. It's like, yeah, we not. You can't dress. You whining. You're crying. Work, you gotta work your way up. Like
yeah,
we not all we talk all the time about how, we're in high school and the boys might prefer a girl that looks like this, or we, straight up and down, or we playing basketball like me and Ty, you know.
right. I told
So
you I
that
used to.
ain't, some people don't like that. So it's like, and everybody's not gonna like you. But if you already like, giving your best self and you're feeling like your best self, you have a better chance of, getting what you think you want. So I think tonight we had like an excellent stream, if I must
Yeah,
say
we
so
did. We did.
myself.
We'll go ahead and wrap it up. And
Yes.
Clutch Lab, I know you in the back. I'm a listen. We're gonna bring you back up. You can, say your two pieces, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I gotta get up early in the morning. I got an appointment,
Apartment.
a little appointment. But we'll bring you up real quick. You there, Clutch?
Hello.
Yep, yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep, yep. So real quickly, just give us your opinion. High value fan versus a high value man. Do you like it?
I would say I'm a fan right now.
Mhm.
Um, just 'cause I'm relatively young. I'm like 22.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
Um,
yeah.
I
Ooh,
didn't
tenderoni.
I didn't really get into this until I think Kevin Samuels. I started listening to Kevin Samuels,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't agree with everything he said, but a lot of what I felt growing up, um, he resonated with me a lot about how I want to carry myself and how I want my family. Because I'm trying to work my way up to be I guess, a quote unquote high value man. Um, and and get around to like the 150, 200K salary. I'm an accountant right now, so
Okay.
I'm just trying to work my
I
way
would
up.
say this. Um, I would say, this is me. This is my unsolicited opinion, okay? And you like I think just like they said in the video today, a woman cannot tell you how to be a man. But I will say this from a woman's perspective. I think if you continue to focus on your goals and your dreams and continue to get better, build yourself up. You're 22, you're young, you still got a lot of time out there. Focus on you. I think what he said was the power, the wealth, and the influence in doing what you do. I think you'll get to where you want to be. Now, if there's some men in the chat that that can give you a little bit more guidance, this David Carmina, he can definitely give you a little bit more guidance. Simcia, he can definitely, of course, TLA can give you some good advice out there on how to like step up your game and be a better man. Definitely go check those guys out.
They
And
are not manosphere. They are man-centric
they are
content,
male
and they
centric
are
content.
excellent content creators. Yes.
Definitely, definitely. But I would say, listen, your face card is good with me. Okay. I'll say that much. It's good with me. You look like you got a little, you like you might look
Thai beer gang now.
got the beard and look like you might got a little, ain't nobody just about to run up on you. That's what got a little weight on you. So I like it. That's how I like it. That's all I'm saying. I need to feel
That's
like
how
I
you
need
look
to feel
grown.
secure. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Well, I know y'all gotta get off the stream, and
Yes.
it's late. It's like 12 o'clock where I'm at. I'm east, so I just
Hmm.
want to say thank y'all for letting me be on y'all stream, and
Thank
y'all
you
keep
for
doing what
coming
y'all do,
up.
and I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
tune
Where did you
in.
say you was from, Clutch? I'm sorry. Where did you say you were from?
I'm from North Carolina,
What part?
around Raleigh.
You need to go check out Simcia. He around them parts. He can definitely, especially financially. You're an accountant as well. He can listen.
Hmm.
Y'all might need to link up. Finance bros.
Definitely subscribe to his channel.
Subscribe to his channel. He is a part of that fire movement. That's the financial independence, retire early type movement, and you
Yeah.
are at the prime age for someone to really
Yes.
take advantage of that. So if check out Sim's page, definitely check out David's page. He's about that real estate, getting buying a piece of the rock out
Yes.
Hmm.
here, and of course TLA, so you can avoid getting called up to the
And
to
they
the
get a prenup.
Okay, so definitely, we appreciate you for your support and coming up
Thank
here.
you. Thank you
I'm
so
telling you,
much.
he said he from the Raleigh. He accountant. I don't know. You went to A&T. Where'd he go? He must have went to Central,
I
Winston.
went to Fayetteville State.
A-
I don't know if y'all know what Fayetteville is, but Broncos.
Attitude check. Who don't know about Fayetteville State?
Yes.
I ain't about to dox myself
Oh,
out
are y'all from
here, but
North
I
Carolina?
told you I'm a military brat. Y'all should know better now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Fort Braggs.
Attitude check.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
I just spent
Boy, let me tell you something about Ty. She's internationally known, okay?
Yes, on the microphone. Yes, no,
Okay.
I actually did summer school at Fayetteville State when I had to, because you know how it was like get yourself together. And I as a kid I did basketball camp there as well. So I'm very familiar with that area. So yep,
Yes.
Brocco Pride. I know.
Nice. I did not know. So are y'all from where y'all where y'all located? Y'all around North
We
Carolina
are
area or?
we are no. I was say we're international. No, so my good sis here, and now she's from the boot
I'm from the boot state. I'm residing currently here in the SIP.
and the sip.
In the SIP, but I am from the boot. I'm Louisiana, die hard till I die, okay?
Yep, and I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. But I would say this: Fayetteville is my second home. Just depends on how you look at it. I spent my high school years there, middle school years there. So yep, I'm very familiar with that area, and I'm always there. Sim,
Okay.
I'm
Sim
all,
said, look him up.
I'm not on 85. I'm on 95.
You heard
Okay,
him right.
95 South. Anyway, all right.
Well,
Uh
Did he
oh.
freeze up?
well, I'm at the head out.
All right, but it was good. Thank you so much, Clutch, for coming up here. Look at that Bronco Pride attitude check in the building. I'm telling you, them HBCUs, baby.
It ain't 6 degrees of separation. It's more like,
I'm
two or
telling
three,
you.
maybe one, because somebody knows somebody,
I
okay?
know you. Name an HBCU. I'm gonna tell you. I know somebody that went there.
Okay, we got our boy out here
Out
trucking. He
here
snuck in at
trucking.
the last minute, at the ninth hour. He says, "Hey, ladies, I catch the replay. 100. We know you're a big supporter. Thank you for even coming in on the tail end
Replay
of this thing.
game.
And all
Thank
y'all catch
you.
the replay. Catch the replay.
Thank
So,
you.
are we
Thank you.
gonna
Thank
give the
you.
benediction? We don't have our resident
Our
Joy.
closer.
She uses closes it up for us and opens it up. We miss her tonight,
Okay. All right.
but
We all gather around and bow your heads. No, I'm playing. No, but we do want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting the show tonight. High value man versus high value fan. Hopefully, we can give our unsolicited opinion, and if you don't agree with it, that's fine. Let us know in the comments. If you do agree with it, that's cool too. Let us know in the comments, and let us know, what do you think about male-centric content versus, what's now being defined as the black manosphere. What do you think about, a lot of content, black men, male content creators leaving the black manosphere and going on their way? Let us know in the chat. Again, we appreciate you, and on behalf of NAllen and Joy, who is not here, but she is in the comments, thank you so much. And we out.
see y'all next time.